What can completely destroy your life in a matter of seconds? Never get into a physical fight, except when your life is in definite danger. The consequences can be life-changing. There are lots of fighting videos on the internet, but they never show the consequences hours, days, months later. Usually the police get involved, and in extreme cases, the loser may die. It may be months later, but you may be held liable. You may claim self-defense, yet it may involve protracted legal problems. The regrettable thing is that conflicts are usually over some silly issues, like ego, insult, or road rage. Once a conflict appeared to be reaching face-off, leave. The worst thing about knocking someone unconscious is the time you wait for the person to come to recover. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Finally, never ever put your hands on an elderly person, never. What is something most people think they want until they get it? Being in a boss or leadership position. The pay is nice, but the amount of pointless bullshit is just ridiculous. Bosses have bosses, and basically, I'm just a messenger letting my employees know how their job is going to suck more, for absolutely nothing in return, which they blame me for. There are better ways to make way more money for being hated. People who liked Elon Musk but no longer do, what was the turning point? Two things. One, when he called the cave rescuer a pedophile and doubled down on it after lying about sending a rescue mini-sub. Two, during the height of COVID, he claimed he was retrofitting his production and said he sent 1,000 ventilators to desperate US hospitals. He actually sent a few useless and cheap outsourced machines for sleep apnea. He never did send a single ventilator. What's the craziest story you've heard of a couple breaking up? Heard this one from my old hairstylist. She had a female friend who was dating this guy who had a pet pig. It was huge and like a full-grown pig. The pig hated the woman and pushed her out of bed to take her place next to her boyfriend. One day, she had enough and told him it is the pig or me. He told her that the pig was there first, so he dumped her and stayed with the pig. Man, that must have been a blow to her self-esteem. What is your most disturbing secret? My family think I finished the computer science degree, but I dropped out. However, I've been working in the sector for about 25 years in a row without any trouble. And people, employers, and colleagues seem to think that I'm quite competent. It's not disturbing per se. But for my parents, it was a big deal that I finished my studies. My dad passed away 3 years ago without knowing. My mom is 83, and she is still proud of me, and I hope things stay the same till she dies. What is your not-so-fun fact? Chemically, it's much easier to detect carbon than it is to detect oxygen. A consequence of this fact is that when you feel an urge to breathe, what your body is really doing is alerting you to a buildup of carbon dioxide in your blood, not an absence of oxygen. This means if you were to replace the air around you with 100% nitrogen, your body wouldn't even notice. It wouldn't warn you, because it would no longer be producing carbon dioxide. You would just get sleepy and never wake up. What is your "I'm calling it now" prediction? Mine is that our biggest threat in the next 5 years from AI isn't that it will go rogue. It's that it will soon perfect fake videos, and all hell will break loose. We no longer have any arbiters of truth that a majority of the country trusts. Even science bitches aren't trusted now. Fake videos of politicians and celebrities doing awful things will become the norm, and different groups will choose the ones that reinforce their beliefs. I truly think it's gonna get wild. What is your not-so-fun fact? At some point, the number of yesterdays you've had will be greater than the number of tomorrows you've got left.